Every evening, millions of seniors around the world do something that silently hurts their heart. Digestion and sleep, and they don't even realize it. Maybe you do it too. You finish dinner, sit down with your phone or tablet, scroll for just a few minutes, and suddenly, an hour has passed. Sound familiar? What if I told you this simple evening habit could shorten your lifespan, but the good news is, you can reverse the damage starting tonight? Stay with me until the end, because you'll discover how one small change in your evening routine could help you sleep better, lose belly fat, and even improve your heart health. And if you care about healthy aging and living your best years after 60, I invite you to follow this channel, because every week, I share practical, science-based tips to help you live longer and stronger. You know, I've met so many people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s who tell me the same thing. Dr. Miller, I sleep badly, I feel bloated at night, my memory's foggy in the morning. Does that sound familiar to you? Maybe your stomach feels heavy after dinner. Maybe your knees ache, or your hands feel stiff. Maybe you can't fall asleep even though you're exhausted. And when morning comes, you wake up more tired than when you went to bed. You're not alone. These are the most common complaints I hear every day in my clinic. So let me ask you, where are you listening from right now? Are you at home, maybe winding down for bed? Or out for your evening walk? Drop a quick comment below and let me know. I love hearing where everyone's tuning in from. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Dr. Jonathan Miller. I've been a geriatric specialist for over 30 years, helping older adults live stronger, longer, and with better quality of life. I've seen hundreds of patients turn their health around, not with magic pills, but with simple, consistent changes. You see, I care deeply about this stage of life because it's precious. You've worked hard, raised families, built a lifetime of memories. Now it's time to protect the body that carried you here. Let me tell you about one of my patients, Mary. She's 72, and she came to me saying, "I'm doing everything right, but I still feel exhausted." Mary's evenings were exactly like many of ours. She'd have a heavy dinner, sometimes red meat, white bread, maybe a bit of dessert, then relax in her recliner with her tablet, scrolling through social media or watching the news until midnight. She thought it was harmless, but over time, she noticed her sleep getting worse. She'd wake up with heartburn, her energy kept dropping, and her weight crept up even though she wasn't eating much more than before. Nothing worked. Until we made one surprising discovery together, something hiding in her evening routine. Have you or someone you love gone through something like this? Leave me a comment, I'd love to hear your story. Thank you for staying with me this far. I can tell you truly care about your health. Let's talk about what's really happening. There are 2 evening habits that silently harm your body after 60. Eating heavy, processed dinners high in red meat and refined carbs. Using screens right before bedtime, phones, TVs, tablets. Let's start with food. Studies from Harvard University, 2021, found that adults over 60 who consume processed meats and refined carbohydrates at night have a 30% higher risk of poor sleep and metabolic issues. Why? Because your body's metabolism slows in the evening. Heavy, fatty meals delay digestion, raise blood sugar, and disturb deep sleep cycles. And if you're carrying extra weight, especially belly fat, your risk goes even higher. According to the National Institute on Aging, just 10 pounds of excess weight can increase nighttime acid reflux and inflammation, leading to fatigue and memory problems. So what should you do instead? Swap red or processed meats for lighter proteins, grilled fish, tofu, lentils, or a handful of nuts. Replace white bread or pasta with small portions of quinoa or brown rice. Add leafy greens and fiber, spinach, broccoli, or kale to help your gut process food efficiently. Think of your body like a garden. If you keep feeding it heavy fertilizer at night, it can't rest, it just keeps working. But if you give it gentle nutrients, it repairs itself overnight. I often tell my patients, your evening plate determines how you'll feel tomorrow morning. Now, about screen time. That glowing blue light from your phone or tablet tells your brain it's still daytime. Studies from Stanford Sleep Research Center show that seniors who stop using digital screens 60 minutes before bed fall asleep up to 40% faster and report fewer nighttime awakenings. So here's a challenge. Try turning off all screens 1 hour before bed. Instead, read a physical book, stretch lightly, or listen to calming music. Does that surprise you? Tell me in the comments, what's your biggest obstacle to falling asleep at night? I'd love to know. And before we move on, make a small promise to yourself right now. Just whisper it in your mind. Tonight, I'll choose a lighter dinner and give my eyes a break before sleep. If you're brave enough, write that promise in the comments. It might inspire someone else reading this right now. So let's recap what we've learned tonight. Heavy evening meals, especially red meat, fried foods, and sugary desserts, make it harder for your body to rest and heal. Replacing them with light proteins, vegetables, and whole grains can improve digestion, heart health, and sleep. Screen-free evenings let your brain release melatonin naturally, helping you sleep deeper and wake up refreshed. And here's the best part: these small changes really work. Mary, the patient I told you about earlier? After just 3 weeks of lighter dinners and no screens before bed, she lost 6 pounds. Her acid reflux disappeared, and she said, quote, "Dr. Miller, I haven't slept this well in years." If Mary could do it, so can you. You're already showing you care. You're here, listening, learning, investing in yourself. That deserves credit, truly. Tell me which of these changes feels most doable for you this week? Leave your answer below. And if you found something that resonated, share this video with a friend or loved one. You might just help them sleep better tonight. Remember, when we take care of ourselves, we also take care of the people who love us. If this episode gave you a new perspective, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. What's been your biggest challenge at night? Sleep, digestion, or energy? And if you found these tips helpful, hit subscribe and share this video with someone you care about. That simple action helps us reach more seniors who want to live stronger, healthier lives. Thank you for being here. It means a lot that you're taking time to care for your health, and I'm proud of you for it. This is Dr. Jonathan Miller, wishing you peaceful sleep and vibrant health. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.